If you're not getting placements right now, it's your fault. And here's why. Number one, it's because you suck. Plain and simple. Probably, if you're not getting placements right now, it's all your fault. And here's why. Number one, it's because you suck. 90% of the time, people don't get placements is because their music isn't up to the level of quality that it should be. So what you should do is invest in high quality sounds by any means necessary. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, if you know what I mean. Do whatever you can or do whatever you need to do to get high quality sounds. And if you want some drum kits that I've made, be sure to check out the first link in the description. It comes with a ton of other resources as well as networking hacks, a networking tracker to make sure you level up your production and the business side. But anyway, back to the video. Learn how to do a basic mix of your beats. Just because you have the highest quality sounds, but the mix is shit, it's not going to sound good. And when you play it for artists on a big speaker or really listen to it, and it's like this 808s are completely overblown, you can't hear anything, or it's just mixed quietly, it's just like, oh, it doesn't hit the same. So for me, how I mix my beats or do a basic mix of my beats is I put a soft clipper on the master level to make sure everything sounds good, and then at the end of the day, you want your 808 to hit, so just turn it up. But another good way, if you're just starting out, is to use reference mixes. So have like your favorite song as well as have your beat that you're making and kind of see where everything is at. Okay, cool, the clap is here, da 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 da. Having a reference mix makes it super easy to figure out how to mix your beats. And plus, at the end of the day, if it sounds good enough to like, if it sounds listenable and the artist can actually rap on it, then it'll get sent to like a professional to actually mix it. So don't spend 5 hours on a mix because at the end of the day, no one really cares that the EQ is 2 hertz that it should be. Like, just make it sound listenable at the end of the day. But going back to it, fix the quality of your sounds, invest in high quality drum kits, sounds like VSTs, like Omnisphere, Analog Lab, get a bunch of different banks from these people, and you're going to see the quality of your beats or your production in general just increase a ton. The next thing is you're doing too much on the beat or the sample and there's not enough room. So some people, especially me, especially people at the start, is they like to add 1,000 layers on a sample. They want to impress other producers rather than leaving enough room for the artist. So going back to here, there's no room for the drums, let alone the artist. And at that point, it's just like, damn, you could make this crazy composition, but if your goal at the end of the day is to get placements, it's not going to happen. And same with the people who just do drums. They think of adding 50 different drum sounds, all taking up space, not leaving enough room for the artist. And as well as having like 5 different patterns and beat switches, trying to like send like a beat battle beat for artists. This is like, it doesn't work. Like a beat battle beat, there's not supposed to be an artist on it. You're supposed to have like 15 different switches up in like 5 seconds. But a normal artist, if you go from triplet to drill to two-step hi-hat to having like 808 Mafia type rolls all within like 5 seconds, it's like, well, my brain is like, how do I even catch a bounce to it? So keep it simple. In sample making, what I like to do is make a sample, have a drum loop playing. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is what it would sound like with drums. Then keep it simple enough so I can also hear an artist on it. And at the end of the day, all you might need is like 2 layers. And that's all you need, rather than 1,000 million layers, all these textures and samples, textures and phrases and all that. So just keep it simple, stupid. That's it at the end of the day. And some people like to do like a crazy Mike Dean synth outro in every beat, which is cool. It works, but like 90% of the time when Mike Dean does those crazy outros and all that, he does it after the beat's finished. So when you make a beat, keep it super simple, send it off to the artist, and if he says, hey, can you do this and this, add like post-production, that's when you go crazy on it. But at the start, keep it simple, stupid, as my physics teacher told me back in high school. The next thing is you don't send out or you don't put yourself out there. So as Kanye said, make 5 beats a day for 3 summers, which is good. If you're trying to learn and improve, definitely do that. But having beats sit on your hard drive, not doing anything, don't do that, because you're just letting those beats go to waste, catching dust, when you never know that beat you made like yesterday or 2 years ago could be the one that changes your life. Like at the end of the day, making beats is the easy part, getting placements is the hard part. So you want to spend time every single day trying to place those beats. So networking with people around you, with producers, artists, managers, whoever, or even posting it on BeatStars, scheduling it out for having your next month scheduled out so you don't have to worry about it. And as well as creating content with that sample, because you never know. If I record a video on my keyboard here, who knows who might be listening to it, and who knows where it could go. Some crazy artist or producer might say, hey, send me that. Turns out to be a Billboard top 10. Like Nico Barron, for example, he just posts content and now he's like the GOAT when it comes to that. So spend time every single day trying to place the beats or the samples or the ideas that you make. The next thing is you're not collaborating. You don't get extra points. You don't get an extra Grammy just because you did it all by yourself. Collaborating opens doors to not only your connections, but their connections as well. Say you have a network of, let's say, 100 people that you send out to, and you collaborate with someone who has another 100 people. When you combine, that's 200 people together. And it's kind of like a spider web effect. So why not collaborate? And plus, collaboration opens the doors for different ideas. He might have like a crazy way of doing something that you've never heard of, or he might be really good at creating midis or piano loops or chords or whatever, and you're even better at like adding a top line or lead. So it's like when you mesh it to both of your worlds together, it's just insane. So plus most songs nowadays has like 3 producers on the beat, so don't be scared about collaborating. Once again, you don't get extra points, you don't get an extra Grammy just for doing it by yourself. One of the last reasons is you make it difficult to work with you. So you might have poor communication, you take forever to reply to an artist or producer, and say you do go to a session, you have bad energy, like you come in, Debbie Downer, oh yeah, this sounds cool, like you're just negative. It's just like, bro, come to the studio, bring some energy, like make it fun to work with you. People will like be more receptive to that. And also, and like, let's say you're unreliable. Let's say the person says, hey, can you mix this? Or hey, can you make this beat for me? And they need it by Friday. And it's already like Sunday the next day and you haven't heard anything since. You haven't even started it. It's just like, that person's not going to work with you again, because let's say it is a do or die situation and he needs his song mixed or he needs that beat before a certain date. And it's like a do or die because the album's getting submitted and you miss it. Well, you've lost your chance. And say you have a BeatStars and you make it or like a beat selling kit or sample selling website or whatever, and you just make it hard to like for people to listen to your stuff. Like let's say links don't work, you have no previews, there's no previews, it's hard to download the tracks. They say sign up for my email, but then you click on it, there's no landing page. It's like, damn, you're just making it more difficult for the person. At the end of the day, you need to make it as easy as possible for the listener or for the consumer to digest your stuff. So you want to make yourself as easy to work with as possible so that people be like, oh, I loved working with Louis because I asked him for a beat. 20 minutes later, he sent me that beat. Or I love buying stuff from Louis because all of his prices are laid out, super simple terms to understand, blah, 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 20, 50, 100, $200. And I know that whenever I get it, he gives me a good deal. He gives me a discount. So I like working with Louis. So at the end of the day, you want to make it as easy as it is to work with you. So here's just a couple reasons why you're not getting placements. Number one, you suck. Probably the biggest thing that you need to improve on at the start. And then when you do get good, then the next thing is you're doing too much. You're not leaving enough room for the artist. This happens like at all stages. You want to keep it simple, stupid. As I said, a lot of people don't send stuff out. They just keep it on their hard drive. You want to put yourself out there through content, networking, and BeatStars and whatnot, and as well as collaborate with others, because at least could lead to new ideas, new novel ideas, and their network as well. And also, you just want to make it as easy as possible to work with you. So hopefully you guys like this. Let me know what type of videos you guys are trying to see. Really enjoying making this type of content. So like, comment, subscribe, and catch you guys in the next video. Peace.